Hey guys, my name is Rudy, and today we're going to talk about the Thrustmaster TCA Officer Pack. I have to put it out there right now that this is my own personal opinion. It has nothing to do with what I do or where I work. I want to put that out there. Anyway, for almost a year now, I've been working on my throttles. These are made out of printable plastic, and with the COVID, this project pretty much got shut down. Now the Airbus one is going to get finished. I got most of the things I needed, but when I saw this on Amazon, I decided to go for it. So it showed up today. So we're gonna do the quick unboxing here. Here is what we're talking about. This is the Thrustmaster Airbus Edition stick and throttle quadrant. Something I've been reading about and it had been on my list, and when I found the right price on Amazon, I decided to go for it. So it comes with this pretty good solid box. And when you open it, environmentally friendly packing. So it's got instructions. So one thing that's cool about this is a joystick that's supposed to feel like the real thing. Now what it does is it allows you to move the pickle buttons around from left to right side if you want to play first officer, or if you want to stick with being the captain. And it talks about the throttle quadrant. This one is actually expandable. I think you can have up to 4 engines, or you can get the flaps and speed brakes, which is what I'm going to be waiting for next. To hopefully that gets released. Okay, so open this up. Go through this one piece at a time. What I'm mostly interested in is the throttle quadrant. It's pretty solid. If you compare mine and this one side by side, mine is a lot bigger, but I think the compact edition is actually pretty cool. So on the back here, you have to say that the go around switches feel pretty realistic, and what's cool about this is it has the stops. So we got here thrust idle, climb, climb, and then it's even got the go around. And also back here, you get the reversers. So this is actually pretty cool how they built this in. So the throttles won't go back. You lift the handles up. I don't know if you can see this from here. I'll just do them like this, fingertips. And now you got reversers. I think this one actually works smoother than the 320 from what I've seen. This is more like a 380 type, or 350. So you got the different sections that click in. You have to say that it feels a little looser than for what I can tell, what I've been used to. And down here is a tiny little engine master panel. So this feels pretty accurate, just a little bit smaller knobs. So you got your crank and your engine start. And down here, these are usually indicators, but they're actually made these into indicators and buttons as well. And these just feel a little shorter, so that's engine 1, engine 2. Weight wise, I think what's sitting on a desk, it's exactly what it needs to be. Okay, moving on. So this right here is the USB connector. So you got a you can actually label your. Well, it comes with labels. That's pretty cool. In case you change your mind, you can put 1, 2, 3, 4 up there on your buttons. Okay. And this right here allows you to change from captain to first officer. These are your pickle buttons. We'll come back to that here in a minute. Here's the other one. I guess if something breaks, you can use these as spare parts too. I think that'll work. And now, for the big item. This is what I'm interested in. Because right now I have a Microsoft Flight Simulator yoke. And I've had that for many years. And it works pretty well. And it's got the force feedback. But I've been trying to figure out a way to get the feel of a real Airbus stick for a couple years now. Like I said, this thing's come down in price quite a bit from what it used to be. By weight, it feels pretty solid. Yeah, the only thing I'm seeing here is missing is should be a little tiny little foamy mat down here, kind of like the ones on a stick shift. Of course, this one it's got steering, which the real model does not. I think there's a way to lock that. I think. Let's see. Oh, okay. So there's a switch back here. You can adjust if you're left or right. Wonder if there's two of them. Wonder if you're able to get dual input. It's also got, for people who bought this separately, it's got a throttle up here. So, and it's actually marked the positions as well. So what I think you can do with this is you can add this for another function. You can put in maybe speed brakes or flaps. And you got a bunch of programmable keys over here. These feel pretty solid as well. One thing they did different here is on the back, this is actually usually just a little thumb rest. These guys added a hat switch up here. I think that's for views and things like that. I think that'll work out pretty well. But from looking at it, like I said, looks pretty solid. The spring tension in here is, I think, just right. Well, my computer is in a former chaos at the moment. I'm replacing my motherboard, and I'm also going to school at the moment. So it's going to take me a little while to get this up and running. But I wanted to show the hardware part. And I have to say, pretty happy. And last and final piece is you get a little screwdriver. And the way you connect these is underneath these plastic boots, the rubber boots, are plugs, or SATA plugs, and your stuff will, when you clamp them on each side, you go this way, and these right here, the corners, actually mates to your items together. So you have one big throttle quadrant. So you can either have like a 4-engine, and then you can add your flaps and speed brakes, or you can get you can get either the 4 engines and then add those on top of it, or you can add just your throttle and your speed brakes, and it's also got a parking brake, so just a little bit more realism. Can't wait to give this a shot. I think this is a pretty good hardware product from what I can tell on my side. Take care, guys. Till next time.